Hello, Tommy Sandvick here with the Bull and BearIT traders, and today I want to basically just give you a little bit of my background. We recently did a question and answer session with Kevin Antonovich, so you can check that out in the link below the video, where we covered a whole range of various topics about the company and the direction of the company. And as part of that, we really feel that it's important that you know and hear from each person on our leadership team, as well as having at least bios of our official traders, and just hope that helps you see where we're coming from, where our heads are about running the Bull and BearIT traders, and see if that is a good fit for you. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get updates as we post new videos. They're coming fast and furious right now for sure. We have a lot of information to get out for everybody, so be sure to do that, and also sign up for the email list so you can be notified when we go live, as well as for any updates which will be coming also fast and furious over the next few days already. And of course, if you're watching this after we've already launched, you can still sign up because we have some phenomenal information you will have access to, which is going to be called a 90-day success plan, where we're going to basically give you everything you need to either get started in binary options or to reset yourself if you've tried and not had success in the past. So we're really excited about that as well. Now, first, one thing I just want to say, as you can see, I'm sitting here, my hair's not done up, I don't have my perfect background or anything. That's kind of on purpose. I'm not a big fan of being overly polished from a marketing standpoint. And I would turn my monitor off, so I stopped looking at it, look at the camera instead. I'm not a big fan of that, so for most things, you'll find videos that are just like this, just off the cuff. I am not scripted at all, and I think that that's important as the marketing guy. So officially my title with the Bull and BearIT traders is Chief Marketing Officer. And you know, as a general sort of overall background with business, I've done had many, not done, but had many businesses. Most recently, I actually left my corporate job in IT to be in with a direct selling company. Discovered that direct selling requires a little bit more personal development and would take longer for me to implement that. So I needed to kind of go a different direction. I still fully love the company and will gladly offer its services to anyone who asks. But I'm not out, you know, talking to everyone within 3 feet about the company. Thankfully, I'm learning along the way. So I was with a direct selling company. I needed to do something a little bit quicker and a little bit different business model, where it didn't require convincing someone to buy a product. So I went into e-commerce, and the first e-commerce background that I had was with a company called Dropship Domination, or DSD. I got in quite early on in their launch process, and did great. In 1 year, I took the dropship business model and retail arbitrage. I started on eBay. Within my first 45 days, I had 10,000 in sales. I went over to Amazon, and a year later had 500,000 in sales under my belt. So definitely had some experience with running systems and processes there, and a little bit of marketing as well in that arena, just from the recruiting side. DSC was great because you could make money just following the training and doing your e-commerce, but there was also the recruiting element, and so I kind of I learned quite a bit in that process. Then after that, I wanted to get out of the retail arbitrage area, so I went for the private label e-commerce method through a course called The Amazing Selling Machine. You know, it's a great business model. Yeah, and look, I'm not trying to give pluses and minuses to every business model out there, but the end result is that e-commerce has a significant number of logistical hurdles which can be very difficult to overcome if you're not very careful. I was just fed up with it, so I was looking for something else. Now, if you rewind a bit, I actually traded Forex in the normal Forex market back in 2009 and 2010. I learned with a prop firm called Maverick FX, and they basically taught me basic market principles. We were able to really establish some good concepts, but unfortunately, if you don't know what the Forex market, if you're trading spot Forex, you know, you're really looking for the big movements, and that can be difficult to come by on a regular basis, and so it just wasn't working out for me. I still always felt it was a great sort of skill to have eventually, and so so I left it, went off, did my own thing, did these other things, and I was fed up with e-commerce, and I came back around full circle. And it's interesting because I went into, well, DSD was launching a program called Options Domination, so that turned me onto this concept of options trading, because I knew Forex, I knew chart patterns, I knew a lot of the basics of the market, but I thought binary options is really cool because it doesn't matter how much you're right, it only matters that you are right. I thought that was a pretty cool concept. So I started looking into it, followed a couple guys here and there, wasn't really, I mean, I was really busy at the time as well, so I kind of stepped away. And then most recently, back in October, end of September, I finally pulled the trigger and said, hey, I got to go find some Forex. I'm going to go back to trading because I felt like in the overall realm of all of my goals, one goal is real estate and sort of passive investments, and you know, there's really only two methods, two sort of ways to generate income from home that are really always going to be there. Like right now, e-commerce is a gold rush, and that's great, but there's going to be a ton of, you know, there's going to be more competition. You're going to have to continue to push and push and push, and I didn't feel like it was something where you could actually pay yourself anything, because the more you grew, the more money was required, and you never really get to pull out. So I went to Forex because, or specifically back to options, because I felt like it was actually something that I could be successful with, learn a skill, and be able to pay myself, number one. And number two, it's not shiny ball syndrome. I'm not jumping from one thing to another to another to another. Like, this is it. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn it, and I'm going to be successful at it. And it's going to push me to the path of being debt-free, and it's going to push me towards being able to do passive real estate investment. So that's why I kind of sort of came back to trading. So I had a good base of information from when I traded for about a year with Maverick FX, and then came back and jumped into the Bull and Bear traders. Now, how did I find them? And this speaks to Kevin too. As I said, we did a whole Q&A call, but actually what happened is Kevin and I were in a mutual non-business related Facebook group, and he posted because he was like joining Amway. And I contacted him and was like, don't do that, man. Come over to Legal Shield. And he did. And so that was part of it. And then when DS Domination came on the scene, I let him know about it because I knew he was looking for something. He did it. He crushed it. He did great at that. And then life kind of happened with him, and with me. We lost touch for a bit. And then it just so happened that as I was looking around for a group. I was in a group, and he was in the same group for Forex trading, and I was like, oh, hey, Kevin, how are you? And we started talking, and he told me that he's got this group forming and all this stuff. So, like, I jumped in, started to see what was going on, had some conversations with him about his vision for the website, and I said, like, wow, this is really cool. I think you're onto something here. You know, if you need someone to do some marketing, let me know. Because I've always had, I learned a lot really with running my e-commerce businesses about marketing, a lot of concepts of marketing, and also what I do and don't want to do in terms of marketing, meaning I don't want to be the sales guy that's like, and wait, one more thing, if you sign up now, you'll get, I don't want to be that. I don't want us to be that as much as possible. I don't want to be that. Our whole philosophy is if we find people and we provide them with value and we put them on a path of success, additional memberships and growth will come organically, or we don't need to like try to convince every Tom, Dick, and Harry that they need to sign up with us. So that's really where we stand with the marketing and just trying to be very real, being very real with people. I think it's very, very important. So anyway, that's kind of my background. I also have an IT background. I did say I left IT. I went back to IT on a contract basis with my former company. So at the moment, I am IT full-time and doing marketing for Bull & Bear It on the side. And that's the way it'll be for a while, but certainly looking forward to potentially changing that in the future. And yeah, so that's kind of my background. I hail from La Crosse, Wisconsin at the moment, with a plan soon to move to Florida, back to Florida. And I guess that's it. That's me in a nutshell. So I just kind of wanted to cover the overall background, business background. We covered trading background and a little bit of the marketing background, and how I met Kevin. So hope that's helpful. You get to know one more person on the management team, and so we'll try to get the others to do something similar as well. So don't forget, subscribe, share, like, comment, and opt into our email list. Okay, thanks. Bye.